Good morning, children. Good morning, children. So last class we have discussed two types of chemical theories. Okay, two types of what, ma? Chemical bonds theories. Okay, one is Coastal-Lewis approach to chemical bonds. Another one is Lewis dot structure. Lewis dot structure. Okay, so today we are going to start the new topic, types of chemical bond. So before that, what is mean by chemical bond? So already we know chemical means what, ma? Not in the outer surface. Okay, the inner surface of the part it will take part. Okay, so what is mean by bond? Okay, bond is nothing but what, ma? Connection between two. Connection between two. So types of chemical bond. Okay, so already we have studied the chemical bond theory. Okay, either the transfer of the electron or mutual sharing of the electrons. Okay, so in this way, which one is formed? Bond is formed. Okay, so based on this, okay, types of chemical bond. Okay, so two types. Okay, one is strong chemical bond, another one is weak chemical bond. Okay, the strong chemical bond can be classified into different types. One is ionic bond, second one is covalent bond, third one coordinate bond, last one metallic bond. Okay, here weak bond, hydrogen bond, van der Waals interactions. Okay, so in this lessons we are going to study only the three bonds. Okay, the first three bonds we are going to study here. Okay, first one ionic bond, second one covalent bond, third one coordinate bond. Okay, the metallic bond, hydrogen bond and van der Waals interactions. Okay, these three bonds we are going to study in higher classes. Okay, the first bond we will see what, ma? Ionic bond. So already we know what is mean by ions. What is mean by ions? I-O-N-S. Okay. So two types of spellings are there here. Okay, first one ionic bond. Ionic bond, otherwise known as electrostatic bond. Okay, electrostatic bond or electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. Okay, what is the other name of ionic bond, ma? Electrostatic bond, or another one name electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond. So what is mean by first one, ion? Okay, so I-R-O-N. Okay, it is an example of element. It is an example of what, ma? Element. Okay, ion already we have seen. Okay, this ion is nothing but what, ma? Charge. This ion is nothing but what? Charge. Okay, so based on the charge, okay, bond is formed. So that bond is called what, ma? Ionic bond. Ionic bond. Okay, so if you are seeing, yeah, ionic bond is a chemical bond. Ionic bond is a chemical bond formed by the electrostatic attraction between positive and negative ion. Okay, ionic bond is what, ma? Chemical bond formed by the electrostatic attraction between positive ion and negative ion. Positive ion and negative ion. Okay, electrostatic attraction between positive ion and negative ion. Okay, the bond is formed between the two atoms when one more electrons are transferred. One or more electrons are transferred from the valence shell of one atom to the valence shell of another one atom. Okay, another one atom. For example, okay, suppose A atom contains one excess of electron. A atoms contain one excess of electron. It is ready to lose one electron. It will form A plus. That is called cation. That is called what, ma? Cation. Okay, another one element B. Okay, it is ready to accept one electron. It ready to accept one electron. Okay, accept one electron to form what, ma? Whole. Okay, so cation. This one anion. Okay, so cation means what, ma? When an atom lost one electron to form positive charge. to form positive charge, that is called cation. So when the anion it will form when an atom accept one electron. Okay, so already, okay, electrons are present. Okay, it will accept one more electron, it becomes what ma, negative charge. Okay, that is called anion. Okay, the atom lost electron will form cation, and the atom gains electron will form anion. Okay, will form anion. Okay, this is the small information about what ma, ionic bond or electrostatic bond or electrovalent bond. So ionic bond is nothing but what? Okay, bond formed between the ions. Okay, bond formed between what ma, two ions, positive ions and negative ions. So it is called as ionic bond. So what is mean by electrostatic? Okay, electrostatic. Okay, attractive forces between the positive and negative ions. The attractive force between what ma, positive and negative ions being together, that is called electrostatic bond. So what is mean by electrovalent bond? The same definition, but they have explained in different angle. Okay, electrovalent bond. Okay, the valence concept has been explained clearly. Okay, valence concept. Okay, the octet rule or rule of 8, that concept has been explained properly or clearly here. So this bond is called what ma, electrovalent bond. Okay, next we will see the examples. Example, okay, sodium chloride. Okay, okay, the atomic number of sodium 11, chlorine 17. Okay, so you have to write the electronic configuration. Electronic configuration 2, 8, 1. Here 2, 8, 7. 2, 8, 7. Okay. 2, 8, 1. Okay. Here 2, 8, 7. Okay. So when the sodium atom lost one electron, okay, it will form what ma, stable electronic configuration. Okay, stable electronic configuration is nothing but what ma, when an atom contains outermost cell 8 electrons, that is called rule of 8 or octet rule. Okay, the same way when the chlorine atom accept one electron, it becomes what ma, stable electronic configuration. So here which atom is donating the electron? Sodium. Which atom is accepting the electron? Chlorine. Okay, so here AX plus B. Okay, here B, how many electrons are there ma? Here 1 electron excess. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, next we may write these electrons are transferred to where? A into X. Here B 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, here what charge ma? Plus charge, here minus charge. Okay, so we will write in this way also. So A plus B minus give AB B minus. Okay, this is called what ma? Ionic compound. Okay, this is called what ma? Ionic compound. Okay, so we will see that based on the electronic configuration structure also we will see. So sodium 11, 23. Here chlorine 17, 35. 2 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Outermost cell, how many electrons ma? 1 electrons. Outermost cell 1 electrons. The same way here, chlorine atom, 2 electrons. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this excess of electron is transferred to here. The excess of electron transferred to here, sodium to chlorine. Sodium to chlorine. Okay, now we can write the electronic configuration 2, 8. Here 2, 8, 8 becomes what configuration ma? Stable electronic configuration. Stable electronic configuration. Okay, so in this way, which one is formed ma? Sodium and chlorine atom. Sodium and chlorine atom forms what bond ma? Ionic bond. Sodium is an example of metal. Chlorine is an example of non-metals. Okay, this is the first example. Okay, second example, book itself one example is given, magnesium chloride. Okay, magnesium also example of what ma? Metal, chlorine, non-metal. Okay, so the ionic bond is formed in between metal and non-metal. Metal and non-metals. Okay, next one, characteristics of ionic compound. Characteristics of ionic compound. So what is mean by characteristics? Okay, what is mean by characteristics? Okay, characteristics means what ma? Here behavior of ionic compound. Okay, behavior of what ma? Ionic compound. CHARACTERISTIC. Characteristics of ionic compound. Ionic compound. Okay, so first one. So what is meant by characters? So ionic compound is formed in between what ma? Metal and non-metal. Metal with non-metal. Metal with non-metal. So ionic compound is formed in between metal with non-metal. Okay. The first one, physical state. First one what ma? Physical state. Physical state. Okay. So ionic compound is formed in between two ions. Okay, one is positive ions and another one is negative ions. Okay, so it is showing the proper geometrical shape. It is showing the proper geometrical shape, and the ionic compounds are crystalline in room temperature. Crystalline in room temperature. Okay, maximum in solid conditions. Maximum in solid conditions. Okay, second one, electrical conductivity. Second one what ma? Electrical conductivity. Electrical conductivity. So what is mean by electrical conductivity? Okay, so the ionic compound is formed in between the ions. Okay, so at what condition? Okay, the ions are tightly packed. The ions are what ma? Tightly packed. Okay, in the solid condition, it will not conduct the electricity very easily. Okay, suppose we may change the state. Okay, solid to liquid or in aqua solution. Or in aqua solution. Solid or in aqua solution form, we may change. Okay, it will conduct the electricity. Solid or aqua solution. Okay, solid form changed into liquid or aqua solution. Okay, it is ready to conduct the electricity, or molten state or in the aqua solutions. Okay, third one, melting point and boiling point. Melting and boiling point. Melting and boiling point. Okay, usually the ionic compound is showing the high melting and boiling point because of the ions. Because of what ma? Ions. Okay, hence the ionic compounds have high melting and boiling point. Why? The strong electrostatic force between the positive ions and negative ions. Okay, so high melting and boiling point. High melting and boiling point. Okay, so next one, solubility. Okay, fourth one what ma? Solubility. Fourth property is solubility. Okay, so ionic compounds usually will dissolve in polar solvent. Okay, usually it will dissolve in what solvent ma? polar solvent. Polar solvents we know which one is called polar solvent ma. Water is the best example of polar solvent. Why? It may dissociate into H plus and OH minus ion. H plus and OH minus ions. The same way the ionic compounds, okay, it may dissociated or it may dissolved in some other solvent. It split into ions. Okay, so the ionic compounds dissolved in polar solvent, it will not dissolve in non-polar solvent. Okay, the last one, density, hardness and brightness. Okay, usually it have what ma? High density and what? High hardness. High density and high hardness. Okay, the last properties, okay, reactions. Okay, last one, reactions. Okay, ionic compounds undergo ionic reactions which are practically rapid and instantaneously. So these are all the what ma? These are all the characteristics of ionic compounds. Reaction, here density, hardness and brightness. Okay, so these are all the characteristics of what ma? Ionic compounds. Okay, first one what ma? Physical state. Second one, electrical conductivity. Third one, melting and boiling point. Fourth one, solubility. Fifth one, density. Sixth one, reactions. Okay, sixth one, reactions. Okay, so that's all. Today class is enough. So next class we will see the ionic bond is over. Next one, covalent bond. One more bond is the coordinate bond. Okay, the remaining two bonds we will see in the next class. Okay, so today homework. So based on this topic, okay, illustrate the another one example. What example ma? Magnesium chloride is given in our textbook. Okay, so illustrate the formation of ionic bond in magnesium chloride. Question number, continuous question number should be given. Okay, first one, okay, illustrate the ionic bond in magnesium chloride. Okay, next question, okay, explain the what ma? Characteristics of ionic compound. Explain the characteristics of ionic compounds. Okay, total 2 questions for today. One is illustrate the ionic bond in magnesium chloride. Second one, characteristics of ionic compound. Explain the characteristics of ionic compound or list out the characteristics of ionic compounds. Okay, so thank you children. Remaining part we will see in the next class. Okay, thank you.